Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this estimated signals channel. Thought I'd do an evening band scan here between 13 and 14,000 kilohertz here and find out what we find tonight. Conditions are okay. Time right now is 0054 UTC, and I'm located in the west central coast of Florida. I'm using RSP1A SDR from SDRPlay, along with my SDR console version 3.3 software. So let's see what we find. So all these bright signals you see here on the screen are STANAG signals, which are digital modes of transmissions. Kind of what they sound like if you ever heard that on the air. You can see the difference, kind of what the signal looks like over here. There's another one. You can see how they're different over here. It's pretty cool. These markers along the top here, you see, I think that's a radar type signal there. They're all over the bands in different spots. But these markers that I have here, you can place those here yourself. You can turn them off and on just by clicking this button right here. Kind of keeps track of what you hear. Some sort of voice traffic here. Kind of hard to make it out there. This is going to be Shannon Volmont out of Ireland. 13264. And right next to it, going to be Gander Volmont out of Newfoundland. 13270. And these other ones down here, and this one are going to be HFDL or high frequency data link, sending out aeronautical information on the planes, various locations, and fuel consumption, etc. And different locations have these. New York has one. I believe there's one in Mississippi too, all over the place. And interestingly enough, on these SDRs, you can load in a database listing, your favorite one. In this case, I've loaded up EIBI space into this SDR software. So if I click on this right here, it'll show you the signal that you're on. It'll find it and tell you what it is. So this one right here is coming out of the Canary Islands, this HFDL signal. Let's see where this other one's coming from once it pops up right here. So it's one of these three. It's either Hawaii, Riverhead, I believe that's in New York, and then San Francisco has one as well. Let's continue on here. And here we have another SDRPlay signal, it looks like. And this batch of signals coming up is going to be CODAR, Coastal Ocean Dynamics Bluetooth Action Radar, CODAR. Some fast, some slow signals on the HF bands. This and the one on that 13,000 megahertz band is pretty fast. It's kind of what it sounds like, what it looks like. You can see this is covering a pretty big span of the band here. SDRPlay right in the middle of it. Let's see if we can get this. This is a Russian channel marker that transmits the letter D in Morse code. See if we can switch to CW mode to see if we can pull it in. Can barely hear it there, but it's there. There's various letters on these Russian channel markers throughout the bands that you can identify. I think there's some in the 10,000, like 10,870, I believe, is some more. Let's switch back to upper sideband mode here. And now we're getting into the 22 meter amateur band. So let's see what we can find here. This is looks like a jamming signal of some sort down here. Let's see what that is. Yeah, that's a jamming signal, alright. That's what it sounds like. Let's go see if we can find out which station's being jammed here. Well, normally Radium RT is sometimes jammed on its transmission to Cuba. So this could be Radium RT, although it's not transmitting at this time. It only transmits between 1300 and 2100 UTC to Cuba. But maybe they have their jammer on 24 hours a day. Switch to AM mode here. So the right time now is 103. So it could be this one. So that starts at 100 hours. Could be Doubted Sound of Hope. That's probably jammed, I would think, by China. Something might be in English. So it could be this one. Possibly this one. Starting at 100 hours. China Radio International in Spanish, maybe. Yeah, it's probably going to be it. I think that's the only one transmitting at this time on this frequency. Some sort of radio teletype signal there. And then we're getting into the 20 meter amateur band here. Yep, CW coming in. So there you go, guys. 13,000 to 14,000 kilohertz band scan here in the evening on the SDR. I got some good signals in there, I guess. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like, everybody. Have a good evening.